Hi, my name is Paige. Welcome to Page in a Book. I basically want to start like a YouTube or a TikTok and join BookTube or Bookstagram and BookTok, I think it's called. I love reading. I've always loved reading. My grandma loved reading, and I think I got it from her. And I went like 7 years without reading, and I feel like I have a lot of catching up to do. I was overwhelmed with trying to like do art, so this channel is probably going to be like art, books, video games, all that. But today, basically, we're just going to go over my book, like, there we go, my book wrap up, which I'm still in this one, so ignore that. Do I have all of them? I'm missing one. There we go. My book wrap up for this would have been August and September put together. I'm a very slow reader, but I'm starting to escalate in how many books I read. And if you can tell, I like to read thick books. So besides this one, and I'll get to that in a minute. So basically, I want to at least read like 5 books a month or 4 books a month starting. Like that's just going to be my simple goal. Other than that, let me run through what I'm reading. Like I said, I'm kind of like a novice with reading, so if you guys have any arcs or anything you want me to read, I am open to suggestions until I find my niche. So basically, what I started with is we have a free library, and I was walking my dog daily past it, and I was like, God, I really wish I could just read and like look at these and then switch books and kind of find a library myself. So one day I didn't give a book, I didn't have a book, surprisingly to give, but I picked up my first book, which I like hardbacks a lot, and you'll tell. Paperbacks, I'm starting to actually fall in love because of how like floppy and just how easy they are to carry and read anywhere you want to go. But I picked up this one. I had no idea what it was. It just looked cute and really old, as you could tell, because it is. But it's called Good Morning Young Lady, and basically I would say this is like a historical fiction. What is her name? It's like Ardith something, Ardith Kennelly. I should probably look this up. I apologize. Let me see if I could see who yeah, Ardith Kennelly. I was right. Yeah. So basically that's what this book is. Basically a historical fiction of like Midwestern, I would say, is what I was getting from it, like cowboys and stuff like that. It's about a girl. Oh my gosh, what is her name? This is so bad. I'm so sorry. God, what is her name? Dorney. Yes, Dorney. It's about Dorney, who basically grows up, sees some things, experiencing life, basically coming of age. A storybook, moves to a big city with her sister, trying to find her place in the world, and it was like a 3-star. So I'm gonna do like the Goodreads, star system, because that's basically what they use. I'm not gonna do like 3.5, stuff like that, because I just do the 1 to 5. This was a 3-star. It was good. I really didn't like the writing. It was really olden times. I don't know how to explain. It's like, when was this made? Like 1920s or even less than that? 1950s, like the 1950s. The writing style was really hard for me to get into, but that's not the fault of the author. This is an old book. That's how they wrote, I'm sure. So that was a little hard, but I liked it because it was a challenge, and I really still, besides all that, enjoyed the story. Did I feel like it was a little, how many pages is this? I don't know if this is a spoiler either. Yeah, it was almost 500 pages, 469. Did I feel like it was a little too long for just like maybe this was supposed to be young adult, middle grade? Yes, I felt it was too long. There's a lot of boring parts that I felt like could have been edited out, I guess to say. And I don't know if I like open-ended endings. I don't know if that's a spoiler or not, but it's open-ended, and I'm not the hugest fan of, unless it's a series, obviously, because then you could pick up the other book. So yeah, 3 stars. It was good. I did like it. It was my first book, so I had more enjoyment, I think, and if I probably reread it, I don't know if it'd lower or higher the ranking, The next book, so this was, oh yeah, I'm sorry. This was a free library book. And then after I got that, I bought a couple from Goodwill that I would like trade for my other ones. And to note, I stopped doing the free library because where I live, I just don't think the genres match with what I'm into, if that makes sense. So I kind of just started going off of Goodreads and like the random button, which you guys will start seeing I do, and like ARCs or books I win. So that's another thing that'll come up. So then I read that one, and then my second book I got was this one right here, which I guess is a pretty popular author, David Baldacci. This is like basically like a military thriller, or like, I don't even know, like a CI investigator, but like army-ish. This is a 4-star book. It was part of a series, but it's a standalone. Like, you could read this alone. You don't have to read the series to understand what's going on. It helps if you like the characters to read the series, which you'll see I did. I am not a military person. I don't understand the jargon, and that's why it wasn't like a 4.5 or 5-star for me. It was just a 4-star. The writing made up for it, though. I like David's writing a lot. It's my first like thriller series, like investigator CIA or whatever. I usually don't like that genre, I guess. Like, I'm finding out, like, I don't watch the, what is it, NCIS channel or all those shows. I'm not really into those. I like serial killer or true crime. Like, I like that. I love podcasts and interrogation videos. Like, I'm obsessed with those on YouTube. But when it comes to like watching like those shows, my mom used to like Law and Order and all that stuff. I don't watch that stuff. So for me to actually like this, I really liked how he wrote the characters. I really liked the story. It was pretty intense. It was a fast read. I enjoyed it a lot. So 4 stars for this. So even if you don't like army or military or anything, like I said, the story and the characters alone were pretty darn good. I really enjoyed the scenes. So then I read that one next, which was also a free library book. So that was a good hit, and then I ended up ordering all of the series, like I said. And then what did I read next? Okay, so then I was like, what should I read? So I found this like random AI generator, and I just was asking it like, books to read, like what are some good books to read? It gave me The Name of the Wind. And I'm sure a lot of you guys know what this book is. Well, hopefully you do. If you don't, basically this is I don't know if I think it's just adult fantasy, and there's 3 books. It's supposed to be a chronicle, I think. There's 3 books in it, and there's like gonna be 2. There's one, sorry, like a little like weird standoff novella, which I do have, which I'm gonna read about one of the characters in here. This book is following a character. I think it's Quoth or Quoth, something like that. His name is. I'm gonna say Quoth, but it's following him and his story, and him telling his story to someone like scribe, I'll say. Basically a memoir. I don't even know how to explain it. It's just like telling his story, like an autobiography or whatever, to this scribe about his life of him becoming like the best. I don't even know what they're called. Mages? Arcanist, I think it is. Arcanist. And it's freaking amazing. They are long books. I'm on, actually, to get to that quick, I'm on the second one here, which, I'm sorry, I'm really rough with books. This is The Wise Man's Fear. I am on, and when I say these are thick, they're thick. I'm on page 576 out of like 960 something. I don't want this to end. It's thick, so I'm glad it's that long because I don't want this story to end. It's amazing, and if you could tell, I'm an obsessed annotator. I annotate maybe more than I should, but the main things I like to annotate are like introduction of characters, little cute love scenes, like or like characters falling in love. I highlight like quotes I really like, but I won't annotate those, surprisingly. I highlight deaths, lore, like big lore things of the world, so I can like remember. Those are like the major things I annotate, so you could tell that happens a lot. I try to be concise on it, if you can tell. So then I read this next, and I'm gonna tell you right now, fantasy, huge, like maybe my #1 favorite genre. And I think I'm gonna like romanticies and horror, thriller, extreme horror. I think I'm really gonna like that. I have not delved into that, so keep in mind it's a goal of mine in the future is to get into those, but I want to kind of read a lot of genres, give them chances to see if I can find my niches and what I like. So yeah, Name of the Wind, I heard it's obviously very popular. I was looking at Goodreads, so many reviews on it. A lot of people are upset because like the third one from this author's not out, and it's been like 7 years, I think. It's not gonna really bother me. I'm just gonna read other books in the meantime. Yeah, I'll probably forget a lot of what happens, but I don't know, maybe not, because I go to sleep and have dreams of this book. Like, I'm not gonna lie to you, it's crazy. So yeah, then I picked that one up, and then the next book, what did I read? So I read those. Oh yeah, and then I read, yeah, this one right here. This, so to explain this is a, this book here. I haven't read it yet, but this is called Indirect Kiss, for what is his name? Derek M. Lewis. I won a Kindle version of this book on Goodreads. I'm gonna tell you right now, the only reason I'm even like doing Goodreads giveaway Kindle versions just to get some arcs of books and to honor the authors, because I'm not going to read them on the Kindle and I don't want to waste that giveaway I was given. I buy the physical copies to give them a chance. This said it was a series, and it was the second one in the series that I won. So to honor the author yet again and to honor myself to give it a good chance and a good review, I got the first one in this series, which is called Nosferatu, which is like I think supposed to be spin-off of Nosferatu or something like that, because this is a vampire book. It looks pretty short, but the writing is so small, so small. So it took me longer than I thought, but I gave this one, I think a 3-star, because I don't know how to explain it. Like, I liked the writing and I didn't. It was in first person, but like there was no like dialogue with the characters. It was just like, she said this, so then we did this. Like, it wasn't like the conversation like in the quotations that you read, and that was a little weird to me, and I don't think I liked that. But this was pretty dark in some areas. Like, there's a scene in here I was like just gagging over, because I was like, he really just wrote about that. I'm not gonna explain it. I think it was kind of worth to read. That's why I gave it 3 stars instead of 2, because like I kind of didn't like the writing, but I kind of did. I can't explain it. It was like the fighting scenes were really good. The like dark, gruesome, graphic scenes were really good and stuff. The spicy scenes were not good. The talking was not good. And the flow of the story was kind of awkward. I guess I have to explain. I guess it was like just too to the point in some parts. And the vampires in here are not traditional vampires. I don't know if I like when people make stuff unique, right? But it's another kind of thing that I think it was too similar to, that I felt like it wasn't even a vampire anymore. Sorry, I'm trying to remember where I have to look in my camera here. So that's that, right? Like, I didn't like the vampire idea of it. They weren't really vampires in my head, but hey, that's people's own creations. I'm not going to knock them for that, right? So, okay, so then I read that, which was Nosferatu, 3 stars. And then I read the first of that series I was telling you about, David Baldacci again. Yeah, I really liked this book. I'm trying to think. I think I liked this one more, sorry guys, No Man's Land better, right? Yeah, No Man's Land, a little better, but this is the first book, right? So it has a lot of like explaining like the army and all their like titles, and in like the shorthand of their titles. I don't know what to call it right now, sorry. Words me suck. Learning. So yeah, so it's like learning the titles, and it's a little rough. It was a little rough for like the first part of it, too military, like I am a CIA agent and and blah 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 blah. But once you finally got over that, like the character came out, the side characters came out, and it was really good. Like the scenes were insane. I liked it a lot. So I gave this, I think this one was 3 stars, and the other one's 4, if that makes sense. And then now, it's been like a week, and I've only gotten this far, but there's some days where I just don't read. I love reading, but I need to give myself more time to read. I also like to draw, so either one day I'm like doing a lot of drawing or I'm doing a lot of reading. There's no in between. When I sit down and read a book, I average about 7 to 100 pages a day, right? But then I won't read for like 2 or 3 days, and I'm trying to break the cycle, so I've gotten really far in this within like 3 days. I've read like 350 pages, right? That's because I've been in a book, pages in a book. So yeah, I'm on page 576 out of this book, and let me tell you, usually people like the first ones more than the second ones. I'm liking the second one, maybe because I know how the world is now. I know what is going on. There's a lot of university stuff, so you feel like academia, I heard people are saying, watching a lot of BookTube. You'll like this. It has a lot of university in both of them, but then he goes on his own little tangents and spin-offs to like continue the story. So if you, I don't know, if you like fantasy, and it's kind of high stakes, I would say, in some moments, you'd like this book. Sorry if you can hear my dog crying in the back. She's on the balcony and people are outside and she wants attention, so she just like high-pitched cries. I don't know how to explain it. So yeah, that is like my wrap up. I hope you enjoy it, guys. It's my first one of many. You guys will be seeing these in the future. I definitely want to start doing those like fun little prompts and like challenges and everything like that, but I don't have that many books. I'm trying to get books. I'm waiting for one of my orders to ship in, so we're making it work with what we got right now. I just started this journey. So here's my TBR. Again, here's the second book. It's called Indirect Kiss. This was the giveaway Kindle version I got, which I bought the physical, which I'm going to read right after The Name of the Wind. It's like different looking than the other one, like shorter, thicker. The writing's a little bigger. And this one's, I read like a little chunk of it. It's written in third person, and it seems more like middle grade or like young adult. So I don't know if this is really a series or not, or it's just based in the same world. I have to learn how Goodreads like puts catalogs things together, but so far that's what I got out of this. Looks like it's a little girl in either like middle school or kindergarten, not kindergarten, but you know, those grades, like 5th grade and under. And she's like has like magical abilities. I really don't know what's going on. We'll figure it out. I'll update you guys. Then we have the next one I'll read is The Forgotten. This is the second out of 4 books in the series of John Puller is what it's called. Yeah, and it's, I get them off Amazon, and like Goodwill and stuff sells them like for used copies, which are pretty usually decently good. It was large print though, and my other book was large print too, and I didn't realize that was a thing, so I need to watch out for that because I don't really like reading this huge. It's too big, you know. It feels like, oh my god, I'm reading this book really fast, but it makes the book unnecessarily thick, and I don't know, it's just not that fun to read. I don't like really small. It's like you have to find the perfect amount. And this is, I either get like this book, perfect little you know, letters. I don't know, this one was too small. Yeah, I don't know. Too small, too big, just right. Goldilocks, I'm Goldilocks. So yeah, I'm excited for the second one. I think like it's not a spoiler, but like I think this like aunt or something dies and it's investigating her death and stuff like that. Then here is that one like spin-off of Patrick Rothfuss. It's The Slow Regard of Silent Things. It's based off one of the characters in the book. Her name's Ari. I don't think it's really a spoiler. I don't really know much about her either. It's just her living in the I think the Underdark it's called or something, like under the academy and the university, and people say it's like, he even has a thing in here says you should probably not read this book or something like that if you're expecting like a bigger story, because it's just like I think there's no like ending or like conclusion or climax. It's just her kind of little daily life waiting for Kavoth to come back. I don't know. It's just like, I like this character a lot. So I think I'm going to enjoy it because Ari is one of my favorite characters. That's all I'll say about her, but she is one of my favorite characters, along with the one in November coming out with Bast or Bast. He's also one of my favorite characters, so I want to learn about him. Then I won another Goodreads, it was a Kindle giveaway of because it's called The Seven Hungers. I don't know anything about this. I think it's like based in England or something like that, and it's kind of like a thriller horror book, monsters. Obviously, there's like 4 in a series. I only got 3 out of the 4 because one is still just Kindle, and I can't read Kindle. I need it physical copy. I'm sorry, I'm just weird like that. I like to annotate, I like to highlight, I like to feel the book, break it in, have it on my library bookshelf. So yeah, I got the first 3 out of 4. It looks pretty good. His name is Morgan Quad, and I think there's something where I can like sign up to get more of his books when they come out, so I might do that. Yeah, I just want to say if you guys are interested. So I haven't even touched his books yet, but we'll see. I got them all off of Amazon. Then here is again, this one's the 3rd out of 4. I already read the 4, remember, so this is going to be my last one. It's called The Escape. So basically, I don't know if it's spoiling it, but his brother's in jail, and it's basically him, like, escaping and finding out a whole bunch of stuff. This one is, like, signs. So my name is Susan now. Yeah, I'm Susan, and that's how it's gonna be. Sorry about the kids screaming outside. Yeah, my name is Susan, so. And then here's City of Bones. My boyfriend got this copy for me, and it's from Cassandra Clare. I'm so sorry. Cassandra Clare. See, I've never read her books. I know this is a popular series. I'm going to give it a chance. I know I'm going to like it. It looks amazing. Like urban fantasy, maybe? I don't know much about it, but my boyfriend read this, and he said it's really good. And he found this, like, copy, which is very special to me, even though, hint, the books that are coming in is the whole series hardcover of this, so I can finish it. He really, really likes this series, so I'm gonna read this for him so we can talk about it and finally read one of the popular authors, Cassandra Clare. Okay. And then, sorry, I'm just gonna show you. This is the next one, Brine Council. It looks really Cthulhu-y, and I'm excited because I love Cthulhu. I love like void, like that kind of dark, like horror. It's really cool. And then I have Owlcrate, right? This is my first book subscription ever, and it's Owlcrate, the adult version. I signed up for Fairy Loot's adult one, but I'm on the waiting list, and I don't know if I'll ever get on there, but we'll hope, right? So this one was After the Forest. It's beautiful. Going through their lives, what they're doing, I suppose, and maybe, who was it? Greta, I think her name's in here. Maybe a witch or not, we don't know. That's what I got from the story right here. But yeah, you can see the inside pages here have art. It's so pretty. I should start doing these like opening. I'll start doing unboxings. I was thinking of doing it, but this is new to me, so I'm nervous. But yeah, and then the outside, very beautiful. Very beautiful. And then this has like you can flip it around, and it has art, which is beautiful. I love it. It's gorgeous. Sorry about my hair. It's when I like put it up, it just gets these weird dent bends, like cowlicks. Okay, so yeah, and then obviously it's like this brown spray, which is okay. See, I like Fairy Loot because I feel like I like Owlcrate a lot, don't get me wrong, but just because they started this line, I think it's a little more basic until people start signing up for it more and they have more, I guess, like time to put more love into the books. But it's not bad for my first cute special edition, and I'm gonna blasphemy. I'm gonna annotate and highlight in all of my special editions. I don't care. I'm keeping them forever. These are my books. Even if I don't like them, it's gonna be a cute collection. When me and my boyfriend get a house in the future, I'm gonna get my own library, he promised. So, yeah. I'm excited for this book. That's a special one. And then, let me just put this to the side here. Oh. Then we have another Morgan Quad. This one is, what? Blood Grove. Looks crazy. I'm hoping I like these books. You know, I got a whole bunch of them, but I always have to give the authors a chance. And if I like the one series or the one book, whatever I get, I'm just gonna be honest and I'll continue reading them and follow them on Goodreads. So I always get their new releases or old releases. That's just how I am. Only one I'm not doing all that with is David Baldacci, obviously, because I'm giving this, I think this is gonna be my only like CIA books, because I like the character, and now that I'm invested, it's fine. I don't think I can read like investigator thrillers. I think it's gonna be more like spooky thrillers, horror per se. And last but not least, I won my first like Kindle actual physical ARC copy giveaway book, and this one's like a Hades and Persephone like retelling, but like current day, I'm believing. But it's so beautiful. It's called Fruit of the Dead. I'm so excited to read this. You don't even know. Very, very excited. And it's just so cute. I love it's floppy, guys. Super floppy. Ah, I love it. So yeah, that is my TBR and my wrap up for August, September, so I can catch up and be on the train for October. I'll open the owl crates with you guys so you can start seeing those in current time. But yeah, this theme was follow the breadcrumbs, if you can tell, Hansel and Gretel. I'm excited. But thank you so much for watching. I will see you guys in the next video. I appreciate you sticking through all this rambling. I hope you have a wonderful day. Follow, like, subscribe, all of that. Bye. See ya.